Good day, my dear child. Today I shall discuss about the development of the face. This is the fifth class of the development of the head neck. Now you will know the face. All of you are concerned with your face very much because everybody want to make the face beautiful. Now, how this phase developed during the intrauterine life during the embryonic period. So, embryonic period, you know, that starts from the 4th week to the 8th week of intrauterine life. Now, first, what will happen? This is the developing brain. Now, below the developing brain, you will see there is the covering, that is the ectodermal covering. Now you will see this in the lower part, there is the developing pericardium with the heart. Now above that you will see this yellow colored thing is the developing first branchial arch, and this first branchial arch, from it develop the mandible. So between these 5 primordia, there is an opening which is known as the stomodia. What is the difference between stomodium and the mouth? That means stomodium, now it is not connected with the alimentary canal. So there is no oral cavity. A membrane persists, you know, that is known as the buccopharyngeal membrane in the cranial end. This is the ectoderm. Now you will see, so between the two mandibular arch, you will see this blue color arch, there is a projection which develops into the maxillary arch. Now this maxillary arch, and from above, this pink colored thing, you will see this is the development of the frontonasal process. So previously the mouth looked like this, and there is the appearance of the nose placode. What do you mean by the placode? Placode means aggregation of the cell which forms an elevation from the surface. So these are the nose placode. So at the beginning, when the face developed about the 5th week of intrauterine life, you see it looks like a scarecrow. You will see, that means in Bengali it is known as the kaktarua. That is kept in the cultivated land so that the person or other animals, they do not destroy the vegetables. So previously our human being is like that of the scarecrow. Now how this scarecrow gradually changes and forms these beautiful faces each and everybody have. Now there is development of this maxillary process, mandibular process. There is that is the nasal placode. Now you will see the olfactory placode, gradually it depresses down from the surface, and as the depression proceeds, you will see there is the depressed area changed, and there is a formation of the septum which begins from the frontonasal process, and this septum goes up to the upper lip. In between the upper lip there is a depression which is known as the philtrum of the nose. So this frontonasal process, it not only develops the part of the nose, medial part of the nose, but also the philtrum of the upper lip. Next you will see this one, the early one, the development of olfactory placode. It divides the frontonasal process into two parts. One part is known as the medial nasal process, another part is known as the lateral nasal process. So this is the medial nasal process, this is the lateral nasal process. Now you know the medial nasal process, they actually meet with each other and form an elevated structure from the that means the mouth, developing mouth, and this is known as the frontonasal process, which gives rise to the nose as well as it gives rise to the philtrum of the nose. Now the lateral nasal process, what you will see, the lateral nasal process is goes downwards and it forms the ala of the nose. So you will see how this scarecrow becomes of a human like. You will see. And within this human being, there is the development of the tongue. Next, you will have to, I will show you the real figure of the human being. It is not colored, just the colored of a human. So here you will see this is the mandibular process, the two half. This is the maxillary processes you will see. This is the nasal pit, and on the two side the olfactory placard begins. And this is the forebrain vesicle, and below that there is the frontonasal process. So this is the look of our human being, the developing phase first. Now, gradually this process increases and increases, grows, and ultimately they fuse with each other. Now, when they fuse with each other, you will see the fusion first takes place in the region of the mandible. You will see in the region of the mandible there is a single part. Next you will see the fusion of the upper lip and the maxilla, the nose with the you see the ala of the nose, and gradually there is development of the ear. I means like auricular bud, 6 auricular bud here, and this 6 auricular bud it likes the pakora like look and fuses to form your helix, antihelix, that means the pinna of the ear. So this is the early look of the fetus, and at that time fetus head is much more larger than the developing body and the limbs. Next, what you will see, so there is fusion. If there is any difficulty of the fusion, what you will see, you will look this figure. There is the, if there is the difficulty of fusion, you will see there is the lateral cleft lip, one-sided. You will see, I will locate here near the region of the philtrum. You will see the lateral cleft lip. If the fusion does not take place, you know fusion occurs as the embryonic cells are very sticky to each other. So when they come with each other, they stick together. That is the automatic glue. You need not require any staple or the glue. Next, you will see there is if the two halves of the mandible, you will see here the halves of the mandible do not unite. So you will get here a cleft. Next you will see here if the philtrum, that means the frontonasal process does not extend up to the upper lip, then what we will see, there is the median cleft lip. And here it represents the two lateral maxillary process that does not unite. Not only bones but also the skin and the subcutaneous tissue formed from the primordia. So there is this type of cleft you will see in case of developmental anomaly of a child. But you see this is correctable. If the parents go to the doctor, the plastic surgeon, they will operate it according to severity and at a different the different types, and they make the lip more or less covered. So there is no such problem in looking. Previously there is some problem because there is no such development of the operation. So this is how face developed, and there is a facial anomaly, and here you will see another anomaly. Here you will see from the eye there is a cleft up to the mouth. How it is possible? Because you see maxillary process, it grows. If there is no fusion of the one side maxillary process with the lateral nasal process, where there is a groove where lies the nasolacrimal duct, which is the duct for the passage of the water, so that is exposed. So this type of anomaly you will see there. Next, another thing, we think that this thing, you see here the lips, the mouth, they are very much broader, and here you will see the lip is very small. The both case you will see, in this case the looks is slightly altered, but if you have got the power, in the Bengali, the artist that is known as the Rajatabu Datta, he has got this type of macrostomia. This is known as the macrostomia. And somebody has got so small, fusion is more on both sides. So they have got the small lip, and they are known as the microstomia and the small oral cavity. So they have got certain difficulty in taking the food, nothing else. So these are the anomalies you will see in case of the development of the face. Now I will show you the picture which is the real one. You see, this is the real one in a mouth. You will see here the real thing is that you will see there is the two lateral cleft lip or hair lip, and here you will look at this baby, there is the unilateral cleft lip. So this is the real look of the patient when you will go to the pediatric department. বাচ্চাদের ডিপার্টমেন্টে যখন যাবে, you will get this case. So this is another anomaly you will see here. There is not only bilateral cleft, but there is also the failure of development of the union of the premaxilla, which I had discussed during the development of the palate. So my dear student, so these are the anomalies you will see. So this is in short the development of the face and its anomalies. Thank you everybody.